Hello gamers, this is Danny 4842 here, back again with another episode, and today is a very special day. If you think about 10 years back in this day, November 18, 2001, the GameCube has launched. So today is officially the 10th anniversary of the Nintendo GameCube. And if you watch my previous video, you know how much I love the Nintendo GameCube. And on that 10 years day back, this is the actual system that I got. And it really holds up the test of time, I think. I mean, a lot of games that I still play to this day, and it's quite awesome. And I just want to express that this fact to many gamers that they're probably not aware of, that it is the 10th anniversary of the Nintendo GameCube. So gamers, I just want to pinpoint some interesting facts about this system. It is one of the first systems that Nintendo broke the mold into using the disc. And you pretty much know that the history of gaming is Nintendo 64 was the previous system that they released, and it was still a cartridge based. They were the last in line to still use that kind of format. So Nintendo pretty much had to break away from the cartridge base because of due to the PlayStation. And these little discs here are examples of what they used. Now Nintendo didn't really break the mold completely. They still opted to use these small discs instead of standard size DVD. So it's quite, this is pretty cool, but at the same time it limits the size of what developers can make with games with it. So that's a little downfall of the system. Fortunately, this system was third place in its generation. It was in a 6th generation run, running against PlayStation 2, Xbox, and I think it had some pretty cool features that hold the test of time and actually innovative at the time as well. One example would be the Nintendo Wavebird. Now, before this Wavebird was introduced into the market, a lot of the game controls were using infrared, and it did not really work too well because you had to be in a line of sight for it to work. So the GameCube introduced RF frequency to you could be anywhere in the room and still can be in control. So that was a problem that Nintendo remedied, and to this day, since this GameCube control came out, the Xbox 360, the Wii, and the PlayStation 3 all use very similar technology. Albeit, of course, it improved, but it pretty much made from the foundation of this innovation that Nintendo made back in the day. So I thought that was pretty cool, a new feature to pinpoint. Another thing that you're probably aware of is the Nintendo GameCube did sold 21.74 million systems in the world. I mean, it wasn't the most successful system Nintendo launched, but I think it had a good following with a lot of people, especially myself, that you can, albeit to say that they do provide some pretty cool games that hold the test of time. And I just want to show you some few of those games that I've been still playing, and I think it's awesome. I've done the top 5. This is like one of my top 5 games that I still think is pretty nice. First game is Super Smash Bros. Melee. I thought it is the best in the series. I mean, I played this game so much with my friends, and you try to find every move to outmaneuver your opponents. And I remember my friends, we would just like analyze each other's patterns and attacks. It's really competitive. You just fight, and you know what the other person's thinking if you play with them long enough. And it's just a point where you play, time just passed by. It's a really awesome game. I mean, I could just still play to this day, and still lose track of time with this. So this is a pretty cool game. Another game that I really love is Resident Evil 4. It's a really, really scary game. I mean, I remember turning on the game. I never really was into the survival horror genre, but I do remember that when I played this game, my heart was pumping. It was really, really like I could feel my heart pumping. It's racing, but at the same time, it was really exhilarating to know that it's fun. It's a lot of fun. That's the thing about this game that really draws me to it. It's scary but fun. But I played through this game, and I can honestly say that it's really one of the best games on the GameCube. It's truly a breakthrough. Another game that I really enjoyed back then was the Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. Now, I said, probably know that I love the Metal Gear Solid franchise, and I love the first game tremendously, especially its story. To have it retold and to be remade is truly awesome. I can't say more than anything better than what I'm saying. You gotta try this out. This is one of the best games in the system. One of the games that I also really like is the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. I really love the cel shaded style of the game. I mean, a lot of people didn't like the style of it back then, but I truly thought it was really innovative. It brings a character to the animation. The animation, gave some character to the people that is in the game, and I just thought about it as like it's like a cartoon. You watch it, and you get drawn to it, and you feel like you can reflect to the characters. You can see the animation of the facial features, and it's just overall the game is just breathtaking. Music is one of the best in the series, I believe. So you gotta definitely try this game out. It's pretty cool. Lastly, I've been playing recently. I've been playing today and recently so far, and it's the Nintendo GameCube version of the Twilight Princess. A lot of people do not know that the Twilight Princess came on the GameCube. People thought it was on the Wii. So when I tell them that I'm playing the GameCube version of Twilight Princess, they think I'm crazy. At least my friends, they're not like hardcore as I am. But I do say that this game really is amazing, especially on the GameCube. You don't have to waggle control. It's nothing wrong against waggling and control and stuff, but I do prefer this game on the original GameCube controller. It's a really epic game, and you can see how powerful the GameCube was back then. I mean, it still looks good to this day. That's my belief on it, and it's pretty awesome. So, in conclusion, I just want to say, Nintendo GameCube is pretty one of the most underrated systems of the 6th generation of game consoles, and it had its share of run and greats and downfalls. But I do believe that it had a cult following now that warrants me to say that it's the 10th anniversary of the GameCube. It's pretty much been silent about that around the net, so I thought that it was pretty cool to have brought this attention to the gamers of the YouTube community. In conclusion, I just want to say, if you have a Wii, I do suggest you try it out, because the GameCube may only sold about 22 million in the world, but the Wii sold tremendously more. But in that sense, everyone owns a GameCube. Pretty much everyone owns one. So you should at least try one GameCube game and see at least the one that I showed you, and give it a try. So then again, happy birthday Nintendo GameCube, and here's another 10 years to you. Well, gamers, that's the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. I appreciate you can give me a comment, let me know what you think, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and especially I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.